with the whole takeover things, it is better if it's quiet and we haven't heard anything than a lots of people talking about it. Because if people are talking about it, I mean people have broke NDAs. Or people have said stuff. 9 times out of 10, you don't even find out who the person is until it's done or with the FL.
Well, here's the thing. Like, let's just be honest. Let's say what all the rumors we are. That American guy that's worth like 11 billion or something. We have not heard that deal is off.
No,
I don't think anyone has heard that deal is off.
No,
I think people have heard that the Italian chance of that was not happening. Right.
Yeah.
That isn't the deal that's potentially fallen through. So let's talk. Actually, let's skip to that topic and we'll go back. So there's been an article this week that the Sheffield Wednesday takeover is off. So this is from the Star. Sheffield Wednesday future up in the air as proposed takeover deal falls by the wayside. The Star reports this: the future of the Sheffield Wednesday. Jesus Christ, my brain. The future of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club remains very much up in the air. Just a few weeks before the season starts, Wednesday are enduring a very turbulent summer that has consisted of embargoes, a 3-window fee restriction, managerial confusion, and talk of a potential takeover. All on top of the ongoing financial debacle engulfing the club. There was a sense last week that there might be some light at the end of the tunnel, with BBC Radio Sheffield reporting that, quote, an agreement had been reached with at least one prospective buyer for Sheffield Wednesday. End quote. While this publication understands that an offer deemed acceptable by Des Franchanseri had been submitted, it is understood that it was suggested to key figures at the club that a sale was drawing closer, so much that the brakes were put on with regards to Jedi Gassama's move to Rangers, with the potential new owners eager to try and make sure he remained a Wednesday player. Things have gone quiet since then, though, and now the Star is led to believe that any progress has completely stalled, with that proposed takeover from a consortium whose identity remains unnamed, believed to have fallen by the wayside. It's the latest twist in the tale at Hillsborough, and today's report comes the day after the club managed to pay up the money that was owed to all of their players and staff, with funds that are believed to have come through the sale of Gassama, which ultimately ended up going through. The reasons for the collapse of the deal are unknown at this stage, but the Star understands that there remains a number of parties interested in taking control of the club from Des Franchanseri, who is now willing to sell, quote, to the right people with the right credentials, end quote. What a man to be making those decisions, eh? Wednesday may have settled the debts to the players and staff, but it remains to be seen whether that will extend to the money owed to the HMRC, which looks like it's been paid. That's been paid today. Yep. So that's old news. I reckon this consortium, if I'm going to take a wild guess, and this is not, he knows something and he's not saying, I reckon this was a Texter consortium that stalled. Would be my punt.
Maybe, yeah, because Texter's not doing well now.
I reckon there was something in play there with Texter. Well, I know Texter.
Well, here's the thing. We only know of that name. We know Texter. We know this American guy, Tilman. No, Texter.
No. Tilman's the other one.
Yeah, Tilman. The one thing that started all this a couple of months ago, and it's a proposal, and we heard nothing, and Grant to take it with a pinch of salt. The Walton lot, you don't know if they may be in it now because of it getting cheaper. Because the thing is, the more stuff DC sells, the lower the club goes in price. He cannot ask for a bigger thing. Jack mentioned the independent regulators. That regulator bill isn't about previous, it's more for new owners coming in. They still
Club's
can't
worth about 30 million now, Jake.
Oh yeah, 100%. They can't just come in and kick him out. They may be able to do the test and go, you have to sell, but we're going to have to see what happens with that bill, because that bill needs to be sat down by EFL, Prem, and all worked out and an agreement done. And we know how long those deals can take to do. From what I've read, they want it done by the autumn of 2025. Maybe too little, too late for us. Maybe it's just in time. The problem you've got is football's had an ownership issue for a while, and the fact that it feels like you can't do anything until it gets to this level, or a Morecambe level, or a Bury level, or Bolton level is ridiculous. I remember when they picked FFP to fans. We're doing this so let club go bust. More clubs have gone bust because of FFP. Because each year we
got relegated because of it.
Each year they changed the rule. So 1 year, your rule might be fine. But then you go, hey, I've done this. This is the rule. Oh, we're not doing it this year. So you've broken the rule from last year. Yeah, but that doesn't count for last year. Oh, no, it counts now because that's the rule now. That's the problem. There's no consistency.
I think if I'm just going to pivot it a little bit back to the takeover, and I know you were on topic there with quite a bit of that. I don't necessarily think this, because it's stalled, this is potentially not a Chansiri thing.
Yeah.
I think because that's the thing I'm thinking in my brain. Like even him right now couldn't mess that up. It's potentially an issue with the Texter thing because it kind of lined up when all the troubles with Palace, etc. were going, you know. So I was just like, is that something that's in the works there? And then he was going to buy Wednesday, and then it's like, oh, before I do that, I might have to just double check some things now because of all this that's happened with Palace, and I could end up in a situation with Leon, etc.
I don't believe you. I still think Chansiri can mess this up.
Oh no, I still believe he can, but I'm trying to think that even he wouldn't like do it when the club's worth 50p and a Snickers, right?
Hey, even I can afford that.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe not the Snickers.
The problem...
I want Snickers.
The problem you've got is
Snickers.
I have a funny feeling Chansiri was banking on 100% banking on the shirt to go flying out the door and go, right, I've got that.
That was funny. I'm not going to lie, that was funny. The one little laugh I had was the fact that nobody bought them.
I also love the fact that somebody went in and said 4 people have been and it's midday. I feel sorry for the staff. That's going to be hard.
Why? Because they don't get paid?
Not...
That too, I guess. But yeah, feel sorry for the...
I feel sorry for staff, but people
I feel sorry for the Twitter admin, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, God, they got some stuff. But the thing is, one of the other things that's going along that is annoying me, there is no communication whatsoever on anything.
We only found out from Rob Staten tweeting that we beat York 3-0 in a pre-season friendly. We didn't even know we were playing them. Do you think this takeover stall means that takeover is off? Or do you think that, because there's still invested parties, do you think that there'll still be movement in the next month? Or do you think Chansiri is now going to dig claws in and go, oh, I can just keep it going until I get TV money, etc.?
There's a possibility that TV money the EFL could take.
Yeah, I don't know when he gets paid, actually. End
of August.
Yeah. Is it end of August?
Yeah,
right.
End of August.
I would like to think that the EFL would step in and basically ensure that this. We know this takeover, by the way, is not in his hands necessarily. He's signing off on things, but it's now been contracted to a company that specializes in this sort of thing. So,
can you imagine if they turn around and gone, hey, are we going to actually get paid for this? We just done some looking at you online and it says you don't pay people. How's this working? Well, you're not taking a chunk of my sale. We bloody well are.
I am hopeful that despite some political things that are being mentioned in the chat about Tilman, he's worth 11 billion and he's interested in buying.
He wants a club, and some people are owned by states that are questionable, and I'll just say that and leave that there. So let's just talk about looking after a club and putting the money in the club, and not everything has to go into everything, you know? Yeah. Like, if it means that our football club can be saved, I was willing to have Texter despite all the trouble, you know? I want something, man. Yeah.
Because I'm tired